So we're out here today looking at, had a guy call me, actually a friend of mine, about maybe replacing his culvert here in his driveway. He, I think he tried to attempt it on his own, might have got out of his comfort zone. So it was a culvert. Looks like about a 3-foot plastic. These are double walled. You can drive over these. The single walls you can't, but you can see how it's smooth on the inside. So those are designed to hold actually weight of vehicles and stuff. So we got, take a look down through here. Let me see here. Kind of looks like it's been a sucker's been in there for a while. I'd say usually on these galvanized pipes, the bottoms will rust out of them. Usually around farmland and stuff, tend to go out faster. I think it has something to do with the chemicals and stuff the guys put on their fields, fertilizers and whatnot. You can actually see right there's a piece of the bottom of it. So, but it's not clogged up. Water's still running through it. So that's a good thing. Looks like somebody's put some railroad ties over it. Try to shore it up a little bit at one time. Look on this side. Piece of grating they threw over because it was washing out. Might be a piece there. It looks like this wouldn't hurt to straighten out a little bit. Get rid of those stumps. So let's take a look over here. I might have to walk over on this side. So the water is zigzagging through here, which actually might help this culvert because it actually slows the water down a little bit, but also erodes a lot too, as you can see right there. Every time that creek makes a turn, it's gonna erode the bank. So actually we could probably straighten this up just a little bit, get rid of this stump here, and dig this out, which the new one's actually a 20-foot culvert, and this doesn't look to be 20 feet. But we can bring our mini excavator down here and take that out and put the new one in, and then maybe put some of this concrete. So we just finished putting this culvert in. I wasn't here today with my guys because I had a sick kid at the house. But let's check it out. So we found these two timbers that were buried in there. solid oak, extremely heavy excavator. I hardly wouldn't even pick them up. But, put the 20-foot culvert in, dug out the stump, straightened out the creek a little bit, and then I dug these big boulders out of the creek over there from where the state might have dumped them in, and they rolled down here on his bank, so figured we'd use them. There's the stump that was right there, so kind of put it there to help erode, keep from eroding. And it'd be smarter to walk over another side. Let me go show you this over here first. So there's actually a main water line that comes right down through here. Called my buddy from the water department, and he came out here and checked everything out for us. We didn't have to dig it out, so we didn't have to worry about it. So, but now we put a rock right there in front of the culvert to keep it from eroding. So sometimes on the end of these culverts you'll get a like a swimming hole almost, where it just keeps on hitting and hitting and hitting. And we could probably use some more rocks down through there, but we used what we had. It was into there, but we weren't. Main focus on this job was just to replace the culvert. Turned out looking pretty good. What do you think, Taylor?
Good.
All right. Buddy today. Sick from school, but she started feeling better, so figured we'd come out and check on them. Now what we did here on this culvert, the best thing to do is backfill these things with 57 limestone. So there's about 12 ton of gravel, limestone around, backfilled over that culvert and around that culvert. So shouldn't be any settling whatsoever. Very minor, if at all. So, you know, this culvert, unless, you know, that backs up, that holler backs up for whatever reason, and get a big gully washer and it washes this out, but that plastic pipe will never rot out. It's there. So, and I guess even if it did wash out, you could go get it and put it back in there. So, and while we were here, we went ahead and stoned his driveway for him. But stoned it with number 4 limestone from the culvert all the way up to the house or to the truck, and then dumped some reject gravel. It's pretty cheap for him to park on until he gets a good base up there. And then we coated it with 57 limestone. That'll choke in there and pack pretty good.